Thank you, Camille. Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Can you hear my music? Alrighty. So let me turn off the chat. Now we're going to take a wee detour to check out the Skirvin Hotel in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. For the next few minutes, I will conduct this session of table topics through storytelling, where I will call on 3 participants, lucky individuals, to tell a 1 to 2 minute impromptu story about this haunted hotel. I will start out the story with some detail to set context. For example, I start the story and then I pass it to contestant 1. Contestant 1 will pick up the story and develop it for 1 to 2 minutes. It will stop, and then I will pick contestant number 2, and they will pick up the story from there and develop it, and so on. Don't forget to punctuate the story with suspense, action, and your own flair. Here we go. It's rumored that William Skirvin, the hotel's original owner of the Skirvin Hotel, had an affair with his maid, Effie, which led to her being with child. To protect his reputation and avoid a scandal, Skirvin locked the maid on the 10th floor. The maid became depressed, and even after the birth of the child, she was not let out of the room. In a fit of madness, she jumped out the window, killing herself. Shortly after her death, many guests who stayed on the 10th floor of the hotel claimed to hear, and now, is there a volunteer to pick up the story from there? How about Xenia Ship? Would you like to participate?
Yes, I would.
And, all right, over to you.
I checked into the hotel and I was assigned room 1029. I was agog when I walked into the room. I heard a sound. I was shocked. I wasn't expecting to hear a sound, but I was told it was Halloween, and so all of the rooms had this unusual sound when you entered the room. I unpacked my luggage. I laid out all of my belongings. I put them in drawers. And then it occurred to me, I had heard that there was a woman who had been captured on this 10th floor and was never released. She given birth to a baby. I wonder where that baby is right now. Oh my God, was that the scream I heard? Was it her giving birth that I heard? Oh no. I decided it wasn't worth wasting my time waiting to hear if this was in fact a true story or not. It was time for me to enjoy my vacation. I was not going to allow the Skirvin Hilton Oklahoma City Hotel to ruin my vacation. Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Xenia. As we move on, pick up from where Xenia dropped off. Yolanda Bynum, pick it up.
It's interesting that she stayed in that very room, 1026, I think she said. That happened to be the same room that maid stayed in. And everybody who has had a child knows, and if you haven't had a kid, I know that you are all agog to hear about this. when you have a kid, you have to deal with birthing something the size of a watermelon through something the size of a keyhole. That woman may have jumped out the window, but if we survived childbirth, ma'am, she did not die. What ended up happening was she went back into that hotel after landing on her feet, after giving birth, cutting her own cord, and delivering her own placenta. She took that baby and she ended up skirting between the rooms on the 10th floor. The reason why people are hearing things is because she's trying to avoid people. You know, when a mother gives birth, she wants to relax. She wants to sleep. That noise that Xenia heard, mama is leaving that baby in the room with somebody who is qualified to watch that baby while she takes a nap. And then she picks the baby back up. And when they discover that she has ran to this room, they find her. She goes through the ductwork to an empty room, and she keeps doing that because every mother worth her skin, all she wants is sleep and rest and quiet. I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Madam Table Topics Master, because I'm curious to know what happens to this sleep-deprived new mother who everybody thought was dead.
Thank you,
Over to you.
Yolanda.
You're welcome.
And to round us out, to close this story at the Skirvin Hotel in Oklahoma City, I'd like to call on, did she drop off? Did she fall off? Oh no. Val Jones, can you pick this up and conclude out the story?
Yes. Here's Wonder Woman coming. Let me investigate. Let me see. Imaging that I could not seem to put this story together. So this Wonder Woman will investigate. Can you really believe that all of the stories that I have been hearing? Some of them are so graphic, some of them are mysterious. But I know because of the evilness of man, any of these stories can be true. But I will particularly wonder and see that baby could have been touched and killed by the mother, or the baby could have just been lying there, wanting to be nurtured by the mother. But I do know that the truth is going to come out. And I'm so amazed right now to let you know. I do not want anyone to ever check into this hotel. Ever, ever. Because never, never. It's wicked enough in the end.
Thank you. That concludes the Table Topics 3 section. And I'd like to ask for a minute on the clock. And I will turn it over to our Toastmaster for the day, Camille Morales. Over to you, Camille.
Thank you, LaTonya, for such